What's up, everybody? I'm back with another video. Now, for this one, I am revisiting It Chapter 2. Now, I reviewed this movie a while back when it first came out in the theater, and I enjoyed it. Now, I watched it recently because of course it came on DVD recently, came on Blu-ray DVD recently, and I watched it for the second time, and I actually still enjoy it. I love this film. Now, it's hard to choose between which one's better. These films feel like kind of the same films, but this one I felt like is a little bit better, just a tiny bit better than the first one. But I still feel like they go together, like two films. Like they just go together like one big film actually. Like one big film, these two movies go together. That's what I felt like. Now, it's chapter 2. To me, it upped the stakes from the first one. And they got some different stuff that you never seen before. You know, of course, it's a movie that you kind of already seen before, and you know the very first It movie, which is the 1990 miniseries, but they modernize and make it better. So it's like this film, I felt like all the bad stuff in the second half of the 1990s miniseries, they took all the bad stuff out, modernize it, make it better, and make it less boring, and this ain't boring. So it's like the old miniseries second half was boring as shit. So they made sure all the good parts, scenes in the miniseries, the second part, was good and put that with the film and modernize it, and then stuff that they put from the book that they didn't put in the old miniseries, they put that with this too, which is I hadn't read the book or nothing, but they did some different stuff that wasn't even in the old miniseries. So I'm guessing that some of that's probably from the book. So this film's almost a 3-hour movie, and it don't feel like it whatsoever. It does not feel like a 3-hour movie. And you know, I heard some people did say that that didn't show a lot of Pennywise. Oh, and before I keep doing this, I want to give you a shout out to Kyle Vider. He's done a revisiting review about this also. So yeah, back to the review. Now, in chapter 2, and please check out his channel, by the way. Now back to the review. Now, in chapter 2, it's a great film. It's a good movie. And I did hear some people say that they didn't show not a Pennywise. They showed Pennywise plenty. They showed plenty of Pennywise. They showed plenty of Pennywise in this film. And in this film, I feel like it's a little darker than the first one. You know, the first one had a lot of humor. Both these have humor, but I feel like the first one had a little bit more humor. But this did have quite a bit of humor in it. But yeah, that's why I'm hoping in Halloween Kills, which is, I'm pretty sure in Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends, they're going to do that like what the other people did with that It Chapter 1 and 2. You know, make a final conclusion and stuff. So that's what I think they're going to do. But It Chapter 2 is an amazing film. It's a 15 out of 10 for me. Like, I could probably rewatch this film constantly. It's a good movie. And I loved how it turned into that fucking spider at the end. That was off the chain. And the ending was emotional. One of the main characters died, which is, I don't want to spoil it too much, but one of the main characters died at the end, and that's emotional. And there's one scene that is really emotional too, where Ben and Beverly, both of them was getting ready to die and stuff, and then Ben was saying the poem, and then Beverly Marsh saves him because she remembers that Ben wrote the poem, like and then she saved his life. She said, "It was you." So that scene right there was impactful. And if you want to make a good horror masterpiece, you gotta add some emotional with it, because that's what's gonna make big time money. So I love this movie from start to finish. There's no negatives I have with it. There's really no negatives I have with it. I enjoy this film from start to finish. It's a masterpiece. It's a cinematic horror masterpiece. And I feel like the jump scares were more effective in this one than it did in the first one, because the first one, a lot of jump scares didn't get me, but they were still effective. they still kept your attention in there, but they didn't, you know, legit scare me. But this one, they had some jump scares that actually got me a little bit. And this one was creepier. They had some creepier moments in this film. And they did some things that I did not expect. Like you got, it's crazy, like, Pennywise biting people's heads off, which is, I can't tell you, like, too much in this, what happens in this film, but there's some fucked up scenes in this film. I'm not even joking. There are some messed up scenes in this film. And It Chapter 2 is just amazing. This is what I wanted to see in the sequel to It, the 2017's It. That's like, it's everything I want to see in the sequel to this film. It's everything I wanted to see in a sequel to that film. And this film is a long movie, but it does not feel long at all. The time flies by. You got plenty of Pennywise. You have plenty of Pennywise. Like, the people that, because I've seen some reviews and some people said that it didn't show Pennywise a lot. It showed him a lot. I even think it showed him more in this movie than in the first one. Even though it showed him a lot in both, but I feel like it showed him a little bit more in this one. Not even joking. Like, I'm sitting there like, damn, you have a lot of Pennywise. Pennywise there, Pennywise here. There's another Pennywise scene. There's another Pennywise scene. There's a lot of Pennywise in this film. And when people said there's not that much Pennywise, I'm sitting there thinking, rewatch It Chapter 2. Because there's a lot of Pennywise. There's plenty of Pennywise to satisfy your Pennywise needs. Basically, if you want to see a lot of Pennywise, you got him in this fucking movie. And plus, the reason they probably made this movie so long because of character building and stuff. And I love the character building. They did it right in this film. It was entertaining. You loved all the characters, of course. You loved all the main characters, of course. Like, the adult version of the kids was amazing at that role. Like, I enjoyed it. And the restaurant scene, they modernized everything. Made it more creepier than it did in the old miniseries. And then they used some parts in the book that wasn't in the old miniseries. They used some parts of the book, I heard, and put it with this film. So it's like you modernize the stuff that happened in the old miniseries, and then you modernize it from the book. So it's like you take all that shit put together, make it a great movie. And Pennywise did some shit in this movie that I did not expect, and I don't want to spoil it to y'all that have not seen it. It's a great movie. It's a great movie, and it's a 15 out of 10 for me. And I'm hoping that when Halloween Kills comes out, it's this good. Hopefully it is, but I don't want the whole movie to take place in the hospital because we already seen that in another Halloween movie. So I don't want the whole movie to take place in the hospital because we already seen that before. I don't mind the beginning of the movie take place in the hospital, but I don't want the whole movie to take place there because we already seen that. So yeah, It Chapter 2, 15 out of 10. I'm sticking to it. It's a good movie. It's a fantastic movie. This is probably one of the biggest horror movies that people will just be buying. I'm not even joking. This is like one of the biggest horror films. And I can't wait till 2020 because there's gonna be a bunch of good movies coming out. You got good action movies coming out. You got good horror movies coming out. You know, The Conjuring 3 and The Conjuring 3 and Halloween Kills. Both of them are going to be the biggest horror movies of next year. The biggest scary movies of next year. So yeah, because The Conjuring 3, they can't mess that up. Or Halloween Kills. They shouldn't mess both of them up because they got to be good movies, right? So, yeah, It Chapter 2, 15 out of 10 for me. Probably 100% out of 10. I love this movie. It was huge surprise to me. I did not think it would be as good as it was, but it was, and I enjoyed it. I highly recommend it. If you hadn't checked out It Chapter 2 and you haven't bought it yet, I highly recommend this film. I highly recommend it because you'll not be disappointed. And stuff. So I was going in skeptical about this movie because a lot of people said there wasn't a lot of Pennywise in it, and when I went into it, when I went into it, I was expecting not to see a lot of, Pennywise, but I did. I saw him a little bit too much, and that's a good thing. You want a little bit too much of Pennywise. It's a good thing, and I love this movie. Like, it starts off like the opening scene of Pennywise at the opening scene of the fucking movie. and this gets on my nerves when people say, "Oh, it didn't show Pennywise a lot." They know, evidently, they probably just lying that they saw the movie and they just wanted to do something to get views. That's what it looked like to me, because what I saw in this movie, a lot of Pennywise. I saw a lot of Pennywise, and that's what I wanted to go into this movie to see. A lot of Pennywise. And you also got some character world building too, but it ain't boring though, because you love what's going on around the movie. You love the story. You love everything about this film. You know, if you're a horror fan, you'll love this film. If you're not a horror fan, you probably won't like it. But if you're a horror fan, you'll love this film. You have some comedy scenes here and there, but not a lot. This film, I feel like it was a little bit scarier than the last one, the first one. I thought it was a little bit scarier. Just a little bit scarier. And because, you know, there's like 2 jump scares that actually got me in this film. And this film was well shot. The camera work is just amazing in this film. There's really no negatives I can say about this film. All I can say is 100% out of 10. Just talk about this movie makes me want to watch it again. Love this movie. And I might watch it again for the 3rd time, because I love this fucking movie. So yeah, I guess that's it for this review. If y'all enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, please subscribe and share, and also hit the bell so you know new videos uploaded. Peace out. Hope y'all enjoy this video. Now I'm out. Peace.